Hello, hello, hello. Delay there and sneaking in a little bit of lunch, so I'm going to be snacking while I play a little bit. But hello, Foos, and thank you for lurking. I need to get back into the game. We have a limited amount of side content left, so the RNG can only shove us through so many things before it's forced into the good old main story. Now, I do have notes. I have my new notes on where I'm allowed to go, or where there's a point going. And then apparently, I found my old notes. So I did save them, so I was responsible last time, but then bad at finding it. So, looking around, should have... Come on now, there we go. Rumar's dead, this is dead. This is not, so that's 1, 2, that's dead. That's not, so 3, 4, there's still stuff there. That's dead. That's also dead. 5, 6, of course, to get to Liara. 7 if we end up going to asteroid X-57. 7 places. Okay. Knowing that, we will get this RNG train a-rolling. Option 4. Just counted them out, and then I immediately forgot. So, 7, 2, that's dead. 3, still viable. 4. We know Yangtze is done, so we have 2 options. Amazon or Columbia. So we put in 2, and we get 2. Let us see what is waiting for us here. Excuse me while I snack on a fry. No asteroids in that belt. Or that belt. Okay. So we have 4 planets, and that is it. Starting with number 3. Which I guess will be this guy. Nothing to scan, no place to land. So we go back to the drawing board, 3 again. Here we survey. And option 1 be this guy. And this is our landing zone. So let us see. First off, we have 4 squad options. We're taking option 1 and option 1 of the new remaining 3. So that's going to be Caden and Rex. Okay, well, the fact that I see minerals on the radar means we definitely haven't been here, so that's something. And apparently, just Rex needs points. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 7 skill point options. We're putting a point in 4 and 6. There we go. Map. Nope, wrong thing. We want the map. So I guess we'll do a side thing and then just swoop through the main thing and then go back to a side thing. The whole thing's a side thing compared to stopping the Reaper invasion, but you know, it's the main thing here. As we mountain climb in a tank, as one does. been a minute since I've checked on these minerals. Basically, my rule is if it shows up on the radar as I pass, I will stop and get it, but I'm not scouring for them. So who knows if I will end up succeeding on this side quest. It is not, strictly speaking, the most important. There we go.
I'm on my way.
You sure are on your way, pal. Okay. Go. It's done, so onward and upward. Took a moment, literally upward. I'm gonna start to be a broken record, but as much as I appreciate this forward boost, they could have made it last a lot longer, or just be in toggle on, toggle off, because man, does it feel like not enough. But we're getting there. Excuse me. Just straddling the spines of these mountains as we do. Alright, well, when we get to whatever the main point of this one is, there's somebody waiting for us. These are those weird ones, because we're collecting, I think it's ID tags off of Solarians, but you find a lot of mummified Solarians, which feels specific. Hello, Kit. Thanks for scabbing by. Just in time for me to harvest a corpse. Or at least its identification tags. Also, it's really bold when you drive a place and there's just dudes outside it and they don't run away from the tank. I can't speak to the realistic comparison of an actual tank and actual dudes, but in this case, you lose real quick when a tank shows up. I'll actually look at that there. Omni tool. Significant cooldown, and I lose a bunch of other stuff. Not for me. Okay. I was thinking about this the other day and realizing that I barely use the power wheel. And I probably should, but the unfortunate truth is, much as I love the engineer class, and will tell you it's my favorite because it is, they did not do it a lot of justice in the first game. And it does not have much in the way of significant or interesting abilities. But I'm going to try and remember these. Yeah, these space wizards over there, fucking biotics. Excuse me. I get all sorts of stuff. So I end up being just a weak soldier. I'm just reliant on pistols and not paying attention to the fact that that's a sniper. But that's fine. I was going to say what's going to be irritating about it is that I didn't have any real cause to save. I believe it was 4 and 6, so to expedite things, I'm going to just repeat what the RNG did before. You know what? I don't care enough about that resource to go get it again. So I had to climb all sorts of mountains, and that's just it's not fun on a second repeat. So we'll call that the cost of doing business. There we go, it's off my radar, so it's like it doesn't exist. retrieve our mummified Solarian. There it is. Nailed it. May have run over the body a little bit, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. If that had been intentional and not just a side effect of how the Mako moves, would have been dope. Also would have killed everyone inside the vehicle, but that's, again, neither here nor there. Excuse me again. Got some phlegm in my throat. But that may calm it down, getting some moisture in there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to acknowledge those, just to get them out of my way. And then we're just going to, boom. I'm just an idiot again. We don't have to redo anything on the planet. Alright. Now if we can just not get murdered by snipers this time. That is just a sniper with a full clean shot that whole time. Okay. You not damping, hacking. Where's my guy? Sabotage. Disabled their guns a little, and that's cool. Not quite as cool as using the force to throw them through the air. That's okay. Engineers make a comeback. And are way cooler later on. Thank you, guy. Really pay attention. I brought 2 Space Wizards with me, both my boys using biotics and just making me look less relevant. Go. Man, this is just oops all snipers up in here. Yeah, like Overload and Neural Shock is a decent combo. Like if you bother to remember you've got them. They're just not as streamlined or as cool as they will become. Occurs to me, I don't even really know what's on this planet. It's the nature of doing an RNG. Like, it's just where we ended up, so I'm not paying much attention to it. Plus, I've played the game so many times that it's just, I've done it all. But there's a world where this was played as like an intense, like really get into character kind of RPG stuff. And that is another valid and fun way to do things. I mean, this is barely a valid way to do things, but it sure is a different and interesting way to do things. I mean, I'm just collecting things I will never need at this point, but I'm getting level 10 stuff. In theory, I will hit the best I'm able to get in this game. You can't get the Spectre level 10 stuff until another run through, which is lame, but that's fine. Before I click on the final doodad, nothing over there. Okay. Alright. Came here to get some files, but they were deleting themselves as we got them. Might be a Cerberus facility. I'm not. Oh, you know what? They were Cerberus snipers I was just murdering. Yeah, we came here to get some Cerberus stuff. And we got what we could. Alright, I'm fatigued. I get if I was running for short bursts, I would be fatigued. But I am not a space marine. I mean, not a space marine. 40K, it's a whole other thing. But, you know, marine in space. Be in better shape than I am is all I'm saying. Probably because I'm not eating fries like I am. Let's collect whatever this last thing is. As with any place, there's an outside shot. It's a thresher maw. And once we have done that, it's off to the galaxy map. Continue whittling down our options. But who knows? Liara may get lucky. And the dice will point us in her direction.
Redeploying.
High explosive something. Oh, hey. Apparently I picked up armor that is mostly better. Mostly better enough that it's worth switching to. Apparently it's Spider-Man armor. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna double check those. There we go. Grenades. Yeah, high explosive 10. I thought I picked up what I wanted there. And since I'm in here, just, yeah, see there's a level 9 medical exoskeleton. What do we got over here? Just 8. Okay. Quickly run through these. So yeah, we're now getting stuff that's a high enough level that it's outpacing my Spectre gear. And just canonically, it feels like my Spectre gear should be the best possible option. But what are you gonna do? Alright. Done with this planet.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
I'm gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Got some Shadow Broker intrigue. Let us see how we deal with them.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
And let's see how cool I am with dealing with shady folks. Well, left is 1, so that means we're gonna say...
Your deal died with Kahoku. Why should I help you?
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
4 more options again. And hey, we're not asking questions, we're happy to do it.
I'll transmit the files.
I knew you were a reasonable woman, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
I feel like that doesn't come up. Based on the events of Mass Effect 2, I feel like I don't get any sort of special treatment. But maybe. Where were we? Voyager Cluster Columbia. Let me mark down that is no good. And we should still have 7 places because Voyager Cluster has one left. 3. What do we got? That's dead. So 1, 2. You dead? You are dead. So 3? 3. I'm going to cross-check my other notes just to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, so I've been to Vostok. Thank you, other notes. So that leaves 2 other options. We're going to option 1, which I guess is going to be Caspian. Yes, travel there, please. I'm going to update my better, newer notes. Say the Maroon Sea, and apparently clicking off of the game. There we go. Killed the sound, but it's back. We have been to Vostok. We've now been to Caspian. And back to the game. I might have already been here based on this. Let's go here, and I'm just gonna pick 2 to confirm that I've been on this boat. I mean, it's a ship, but still. Only thing marked is the cockpit. Oh, well. Well. Who and why did I get switched to a sniper? Apparently I haven't been here, which means I should have been doing some RNG stuff.
The ship's probably crawling.
No need to worry about survivors.
Here's my question though. Can I still just exit and ignore all this? Ha! Okay. So I will properly go through the galaxy RNG style, see if I scan anything, and then RNG style, get my squad. So we got a ship plus 4 planets, so 5. Starting with, hilariously, the ship. Okay. But this time, we will randomly select our squad mates and watch them just be Garrison Rex, just to prove that I could have just been there the whole time. So 4, nope, we're going to have Caden. 3 remaining, we will have Garrus. So, not quite the same team. Very tech heavy, this team. Not as tech heavy as it could be, but it's pretty tech heavy. Does Garrus also need leveling up? No. I guess real quick, since I was upping my equipment, we'll up everyone else's equipment. Identical from a different brand? Okay. You don't have a second thing though, so we'll put that on there. Your first thing is not a medical exoskeleton or of any kind, so we'll put that on there. What do we got? That's way better. Okay. Alright. We may or may not be in exactly the same spot, but we've done it correctly. The game has affirmed this decision. RN Jesus has spoken.
cover.
That is still injured. Didn't reset that guy's health. That's fun. Tight tunnels and lanes just to make the husks a threat. Realistically, they're not most of the time. But if you get enough of them and they get up on you, they can do some work. But they have simply increased the odds. Not put your guns away.
Eat this!
Grenade. I wonder if that was a feature of the gun. I kept catching myself pulling the trigger when I could have just held it for my pistol. That does not seem to be the case at the moment. So maybe that is a feature that's different gun to gun, which is neat. Just to make your equipment choice a little more personal, more relevant. Everybody? Is everybody for the moment?
All targets down.
Is it everybody? I feel like that might be premature, Kate. We don't know. I have not swept this entire maze. And also, maybe Commander Shepard wanted to say all targets down. See? You didn't even do it right.
Fire in the hole!
The flip side of them making tight corners, narrow passageways, and maze to make them more of a threat, it also funnels them.
All clear.
So you can do things like turn on marksman and just kind of barely aim because they're just everywhere. But we got there in the end, one way or the other. More husks? No, just the things that make husks. And some stuff that I can loot. Despite kind of really being far beyond the need for loot. But we will take it anyway. Run to that pole just for a second. Bump around. More spikes. More loot. And what do we got?
The logs show this ship was exploring near the Perseus Vale. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then... This makes no sense, Commander. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Vale, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
Let's see what I have to say about that.
What else do the logs say?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. It doesn't say anything about how they got back into our territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to anyone who goes into the Vale.
They really did paint the Geth to be big bads. That's a dead end. And then, you know, the rest of the trilogy comes out. A lot of dust in the air. I mean, I guess if no one's been around for a minute, it would just accumulate. This is just funny. 'Cause clearly, this, I don't know if we've got like magnetized shoes or what, but we don't have a problem with gravity. But this dust doesn't seem to be heading down by any stretch. Okay, we've still got 7 options because we haven't cleared a place yet. So we will back out and hit our RNG. 7 options. option 1 is going to be Styx Theta. And travel. There's 2 places. Gonna triple check my other notes. I don't have anything about the Styx Theta, so we're probably fine. Tried to travel. What I wanted to do was see which one I'm going to. And see, good thing I did, because I'm not going to Erebus. I'm going to Acheron? Acheron? Doesn't matter. We'll be there one way or the other. Okay, we've got 4 planets. And we'll go to planet 1. Got a survey. 3 planets remain. Planet 1 again. And this is our landing point. Alright. 4 squad options. Taking Tali. 3 squad options. Taking Rex. I mean, realistically, I can't help but have a tech-heavy team now because I'm a pure engineer, and then 3 of my 4 options remaining are, in fact, at least partially tech-based. I think that cutscene showed the wind blowing into itself. Okay, 2 points for Tali. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 options. 8 and 7. And the map. It's just this. Listening post. Is this where the Ragnar was? Did I do this and just not write it down? Oh well, clearly not. Better I missed this. Not trust flat spaces. That is Threshermaw territory. That's what that looks like. What are we going to do? Well, there's somebody to shoot that way. But first, we have a satellite. Sorry, capsule. Go. Okay. These prefab thingies. That looks like Ragnar to me, yeah. You just struck a... no. Here we go. Yeah, I feel like we can at least 2 at a time with that thing. One more. Yeah. Okay, now looks like all the bugs. So let's see what they've got inside. I mean, you'd think I'm not going to be dumb enough to die again, but that's a lot of just empty desert driving that I don't feel like I want to do again. Okay, well, they barricaded up. Stuff and some things. Yeah, they barricaded up and presumably died to Rachni. I'm assuming there's more Rachni in here. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Nope, that's definitely more Rachni. Ooh, and a little bit of Rachni guys. Alright, Rex, they lifted the Krogan to deal with this particular problem. You got this. I shouldn't even really need to have to help. Okay. You know, I joked, but did you just kill them all while I was getting Metagel out of that box?
Perimeter secured.
I mean, shit, damn. Go team. I do need some polonium rounds. I don't know what I've got at the moment, but for now we're just gonna carry on. Alright. Okay, not more Rachni. Just one of these spiky dudes. Though I wouldn't put it past the game to be like, ah, you hit the button. The button summons Rachni.
According to this, they received a supply ship just 2 days ago. The Rachni must have attacked since then.
Where'd that supply ship come from?
One moment. These things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
I mean, we've been there. I've got that written down as a place we don't go no more.
Let's get this over with. Somebody needs an ass kicking. Whoever it is, we'll find them there.
Right.
Is that an actual... I still haven't told Rex about his family armor. Study medallions, and yeah, still a long ways off valuable minerals. Okay, it's calling that done and didn't give me like a new thing as far as I can tell. Pretty sure we preemptively did that. Stix data will just lead you to Argos Row. But I found it first, because the RNG knows all. And when we get back to the ship, we're still going to have 7 possible destinations. We've narrowed 3 systems down to 1, well, I guess 3, yeah, 3 systems down to 3 clusters. Space terms. Either way, 3 of our 7 options now have 1 destination left. So we are thinning the herd. Let me make a note specifically of the fact that we've been to Styx Theta, and it was the Acheron system. Okay. 7 options, and we are going to option 4, which I think that 3. This is gonna be 4. Voyager. Okay. The only place left is the Amazon system. So I'm gonna update my Voyager cluster notes to say that it is
Commander,
completely
incoming signal
dead.
from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the first contact war, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
This particular mission.
The war's over. What difference does it make?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
Pretty heavy-handed.
Just because I saved Eden Prime doesn't make me an expert on nuclear munitions.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
Sorry, taking a bite of lunch.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral.
Oh, hey, Vogley.
We'll be
Sorry,
discreet.
I was
I appreciate that, Commander.
rolling numbers and doing stuff. Thanks for looking. I enjoy your stream. Alright, we got 3, 5, 5, 5. Unless there's one close to the sun. No. 5 options. 1, 2, I'm gonna call that 3. Survey. 4 options, 3 again. Nothing there. 3 options, 3 yet again. And we are landing. I believe we went sole survivor through the RNG. We've already seen that specialized mission. Take on Rex and Garrus. But if you were the war hero as your backstory, this is where your particular mission would be. Excuse me, I want to take another bite of sandwich here. Not what I wanted to do. Mark all that. We're going, so we'll start on the right. flying when it shouldn't, but when it has to. There we go. Curious, actually. I wonder, the whole place is red, but it's under red light. So I wonder if this dirt is just kind of dirt colored, but reflecting red light, or if there's some redness to the planet itself. Well, that wasn't on my map, but we'll find out what it is. Some rich tourist. Okay, well, I just marked him on my map. Well, I guess I'm just gonna defile his ship and almost run over his body, but that's fine. I'll turn around, making a go of it. Somehow that sun apparently has a very focused beam, because you'd think it'd be hitting, you know, this whole face of the planet roughly equally. Alright. Drove past my destination looking at the kind of light beam coming off the sun. Be just right here. This is an interesting one because it feels like there should be a whole bunch of people here, but they're out doing something, I guess. Mostly because they didn't want you to come across them before it was time. Really, they should have just made your start location closer to the Alliance beacon, and then made it so that if you did wander around and find them first, you got the reward of dealing with it out of order. Even if they didn't do that, and they still made it so nobody was there, they could have put you closer to the Alliance beacon. That way you didn't come across their empty camp before seeing them. But that is fine. That's what it is. They saw you coming, and they tucked away somewhere. There we go. Smooth is what that was. Alright, go into this.
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
This smells.
I agree. Your probe didn't crash. It was moved
We're
here.
bringing a Turian on the mission where we're like spying on the Turians. But it's fine, he won't tell. Response 3, we are just on 3. It's our new favorite number.
Your grasp of the obvious is inspiring. There's still a nuke down there. Check your corners and watch your back.
Right.
Alright, I finished my sandwich. No more interruptions for that particular problem. I get why certain aspects, like prefabs, make sense in this context. And like you would use some sort of boring thing to drill this tunnel and put this standardized door. But the like entry tunnel is always exactly like this is some variation on it. You'd think this, like, why bother making a whole bunch of slightly different little caves? But it feels like all those caves would be slightly different. Also, with the constant running water, it feels like you should be like ankle deep at least when you get to the lowest levels. I remember if you've put stuff out or if I'm lured to the end and then on my escape there are peoples. Feels like that's probably the answer. But we won't poke around just to be sure. That all looks fine. Nope, nope, get caught on things. There we go. And I'm probably herded in a, yeah. Oh no.
That was a detonator. Someone just screwed us.
Shepard, at last.
We'll see what the RNG does, but it's fun just to be completely rude to this guy.
You caused the cave-in? What's the meaning of this?
My name is Ilanos Haliat. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
Just being neutral now. 3 was our favorite number of
I don't
a minute
study
ago.
the internal politics of pirate bands.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed.
Shouldn't have failed then, dude.
I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
So if you are the war hero, you are responsible. Like the war hero background is that you held the Blitz when they attacked Elysium. You basically single-handedly were the linchpin of kicking this dude's ass in particular. So he has a much more personal grudge when you come to meet him. But we're gonna call the Normandy here.
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
All right, now we're being.
You'll see me again, Haliat. Count on it.
I rather doubt that.
You're real confident for a guy who fucked up the attack on Elysium. What are we doing? 3 again. There we go. Now we're being rough.
We find a way out. Someone up there needs my boot up his ass. See if there's anything in here we can use.
I have to disable the bomb. Now that, and here I was telling Hackett that I'm not an expert on defusing nukes, but fucking did it though. Yeah, you don't go back out the way you came because they collapse it. That's just set dressing. You go out here, which is unusually a way up. Typically there's 2 dead ends down, a little bit of loot. This takes us to another one of these guys. And then out. And you could kind of glimpse this if you were looking for it, really. Otherwise, it was up on the cliff, and why would you bother? But this is the camp that we drove through that felt like it should have people in it. They stole the Mako because they're assholes. And this is why, regardless of whether I am a sniper, do I have... There we go. Got one level of zoom. I like to give it a shot. There we go. 2 shots to kill, apparently. Alright. I knew I was getting cocky, but I wanted to snipe a Krogan. And turns out, they're hard to kill. Son of a bitch. My favorite thing about me in video games is I learned the lesson the hard way of save, you idiot. And then I'll do that for a couple times when I definitely didn't need to. And then I'll stop doing it if I haven't needed to. And then the lesson comes back just as hard to say, hey, save, you idiot. But that's okay. We're just going to skip the fluff. We don't need it. We did it. We saw it. We experienced it. I'm going to run through. I can probably get roughly the sequence correct of these dialogue choices. If I'm ever uncertain, I'll re-roll it, but I will be skipping through some dialogue and then saving appropriately. But if you ask me, exiting the mine, that's an autosave. If I were picking autosave points, but that's fine.
Mine shaft.
Yep.
Smell.
Does smell.
I agree. You're
And
correct.
I was mean to them. There we go. Now we enter. And we don't bother to pontificate on why they didn't make these foyers a little different each time. And we remember that this is just set dressing, and we ignore it. It turns out if you want to be ruthlessly efficient and ignore a bunch of the cool extra stuff, you can get places real quick. Because we're about to hear from this asshole again. Boom!
That was a ship.
I told him to explain
You
himself,
caused the cave-in?
My name is Ilanos
and he tells us that he was in charge of all the bad guys, and I was neutral again. So he's telling us that he's a whiny baby who failed to attack Elysium,
You're the one who
and so now he's not the hotshot anymore. I tried to call in Normandy, and he was real confident. And then I said I would get him.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye.
Orders, Commander.
And then I said I'll
we
kill him.
find a way out.
And now I gotta disarm a bomb again. I didn't even notice the 10-second timer last time. They just... Okay, that was just counterproductive. Thankfully, time stops in this minigame. Because that definitely took longer than like a second, whatever. There we go. Bomb disabled. 3 seconds flat. I'm that good. And as an engineer, the cannon makes sense for me. And they're hard decryptions too. It's an interesting thought experiment. Because normally you have to have a certain level of one of the 2 tech skills that give you hacking abilities. And it's possible to encounter places where you just don't have a high enough skill. So you can't hack a box. But if you can't hack the bomb, you just are dead. So if you were to enter there with fucking Ashley and Rex and you yourself are a soldier, could you just not do it? Solarians drop like a bitch. Okay, they have their own sniper. That's part of my problem. Or maybe he's not dying, he's just getting knocked back with impact. That seems to be what's happening. He just died. You know what? That's real quick. We'll take that. We'll go to this sniper I'm currently using. I'm gonna triple check I don't have a better one. I don't. And yeah, I have no mods. Lowers accuracy. Fuck it, I'll put a high explosive round on that. And a couple scram rounds. I fucking forgot. It's my least favorite thing about that mod system. You have to equip them. One at a time? Yeah. Oh, while I'm at it. Do I have better than Polonium 7? No. But instead of Heatsink 3, I can give myself frictionless materials. That's certainly better. What's this? Stabilizer? Kinetic coil. Yeah, high explosive rounds makes a difference, I'll tell you. And they sound fun. There you go. Headshot. But I'm dangerously overheating this weapon with high explosive rounds. You just gotta kind of poke at it real slow. Who's still shooting? Another question. There we go. Every time I get to this mission, just because I'm on such a fun vantage point. That was a ridiculous animation. But yeah, I'm high up. They're just down there in a killing field, so I will switch to a sniper, regardless of whether I'm good at it. But if you're a soldier or an infiltrator, and probably at least one other one, sentinel maybe, you sure do get... You know what? I forgot this exit was right next to the extra stuff. We may as well pick up the extra stuff. Just for the little bit of XP. But yeah, the people who can actually put points into sniper rifle will clear that out with a lot less effort. Voyage cluster is well and truly done, so we will then only have 6 options, making it that much more likely that we finally save Oleon. But we shall see. Gave us some experience. We'll check on the rich dude who died just having a joyride on a planet. Just not being responsible or safe. Okay. Oh, man, you gotta go in before I go out. Hitting the button to do that zoom out I just did, but it wasn't in the map. Okay. So we have 6 options now. Option 1, which is going to be 6 Theta again, so we'll finish this guy off. That's where we were. So this is where we're going. notes to update that. Go. Well and truly explored. And we've got 4 planets and possibly an asteroid. No asteroids, just the 4 planets. Planet 2. Nothing there. 3 left. The third one. Did I just brush against that? I must have. Thought I hit. Sometimes there's one closer to the sun, you just can't really see it. Survey there. 2 left. And we're doing the second one, which is probably the one we're landing at just because it's so close to the sun. Yeah. We are bringing Garrus and Rex. I mean, I can sort of regret it's mirrored, but man, that was just a gorgeous shot. Sunrise or sunset. I think that's east based on my radar indication, so sunrise on this volcano-y looking planet. I've definitely been to. So the Styx Theta cluster was actually dead. Long live the Styx Theta cluster. So I have 5 options. Option 4, that might actually be. That's gonna be the first one. That's dead. That's the second one. That's dead. It's dead. It's dead. His gamma is not dead, so it's the third one. Yeah. Enchanter hitting the Ars dig site. Now, did my old notes make any mention of where I had been? I've apparently been, excuse me, to Sparta of these locations. So I guess we'll roll for the other 3. It's possible I've already been to 1 or more of them. So if I do top left like I do, so 1, 2 is the Gnosis system. We will see if I've been there. There we go. See if there's another one. Okay. So I've got 2 asteroids and 5 planets, so 7 destinations. We're headed to number 2. So that'd be 1, you 2, nothing there. 2 again. Well, hot damn. It is about time that we picked up Liara. And then we have to awkwardly tell her that we killed her mom. But, you know, first things first. We gotta get Liara. Monumentous occasion. We're bringing Caden. And we are bringing Tali.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop
What kind of readings? Like, is it off the damn charts electrical activity or thermal activity? Or some other sort of activity? Are they just off the strange charts? It's just a chart that says reading strange. There's another one of those where it feels like you could have just been placed at the destination, but they wanted to give you some Mako time. Yes, that's what that is. Dead. That's interesting. Apparently, if you let Liara sit too long, she changes the dialogue options. So it's stuff I've heard about but never actually witnessed.
I don't think we can take that strong point head on.
I don't know why you're yelling, dude. We can absolutely take it on if we want to. Not only can we take it head on, but we can level up taking it on. Nothing about that is interesting or exciting. 2 points. What do I got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options for me. 2 and 8. I have not put really any points into armor. That's hilarious. Did I just not even have? I was gonna say, I thought there was a shield boost option. I just completely forgot about it. And I just have now unlocked it. Okay, some more Spectre training. Can't be mad at that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 options for this guy. 2 and 3. Lift, a little bit of barrier. And 3, 6, 8 over here. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. We have leveled up. As much as I was pointing out that we can absolutely take that stronghold. We'll take the little shortcut they made. Nothing wrong with that. It gets us around the door. In fact, we might have to do that to get around the door. I don't really remember if there's a choice involved here, but it's fine. Red dots everywhere. But we'll go into up on this, I guess. Here we go. Go into this backwards wrong path. Because that's how you play video games, you go the wrong way. But also there's like, oh yeah, I have AI hacking. Maybe I'll use that. He's already dead, so I don't need to do that. I get some stuff. Even though I know I don't have to come back this way, you may as well open the gate for an easy exit, in case you need one. I almost wish you did. It'd be a neat thing where on your first playthrough you don't even think about checking the back path, because you might not. And then you have like a timed escape scene. And it's, did you open the gate already? Great, you're in a great position. Did you not do it? Well, then this is going to be tricky. Troublesome. Alright. That is the back put an invisible wall here? That's what's gonna happen? There we go. Okay, good. Alright, now this gate we actually have to open, because this is the way we need to go. Hopefully, I don't get stuck on any more invisible walls. Or I suppose if I do. I guess I do only have 1 point in AI hacking, because that felt like it did nothing.
Think we're good, Commander?
We may be good, but there's a whole other little path to explore that we don't need to explore, but I'm gonna explore. Okay, that is a crate. Is that just one loose out in the open? Yes, yes it is. This one has nothing. Real quick. Just scan for... Okay, you should definitely have, like, mods on your shotgun. Shotgun is your jam. Forgot that I have to do them individually. And yeah, pistol is your backup thing, so this should also have mods. And realistically, how much are you helping me with actual firepower? But put that on you. Another kinetic coil. This we're not going to bother with mods, but you may as well have a more powerful one just in case you pull one out for no reason. Okay, that's good. Basically the same. Doesn't matter. That's all good. I honestly don't remember what you use primarily. I'm also not super worried about it. You can just use guns, that's it. Problems. That guy done. Hello, Toad. defeated my gun. That's never good. Sorry, pause in a second. No? Okay. Post pawed at me like he wanted some attention, and then as soon as I went to acknowledge him, I think he knew I was going to put him in front of a camera, so he said no. I'm going to wander away. He has come back to look at my feet, I guess. Hello again, Toast. I never really paid attention to this little... What is it, a power station? I don't know what those are. They look like wheels. These little trailer trucks. They probably look like a garage, then they look like generators. But I was wrong. They are wheeled vehicles, so it is probably a garage. Again, a situation where realistically, because yeah, just ran over that guy and blew them both up with one shot. Guess it's some kind of tactic to use all your resources. Alright, now this, I forget if they fixed it or made it harder, but as a veteran Mass Effect player, I have to at least attempt to sneak the Mako through. They clearly don't want you to. You absolutely can. Or at least could. I had promise. I don't know if it's going to do it though. Oh. I don't remember if they made it impossible or not. So either I'm at a bad angle or they really did just kind of cap it off. Oh. Oh, it feels so eminently doable. It also feels like I'm not moving forward or backward now. I also can't get out. I may have dared to fly too close to the sun here. Something here. Where's the autosave? Is it right at the beginning? Feels like it's right at the beginning. just save here and load. So that's also good. Well, probably right at the beginning. Well, for anyone who's been sticking with me, thanks. Oh shit, it loaded right here. Perfect. Because yeah, just have subjected you to doing a lot of things twice today. I have not learned my lesson clearly. Aha! See? This is why you don't give up. Because you know that your dreams are possible. You know. They want you to go on foot, fight all these Geth with your normal, dumb, human-sized guns, like a fool. You could be doing things like that. I mean, you gotta navigate this copper, which is mildly silly. But you know, perseverance will get you there. And well, that part's not so bad. This part, which is always hilarious, because you get a cutscene where it focuses on the Normandy as if you're the crew, because it's expecting people on foot. It's not so much focus. Better they changed it. Okay, no, like the swiveling of the turret, I think it's supposed to be you guys looking around. But yeah, as you can imagine, this is a lot less just easy breezy when you're doing it on foot. Yeah, that guy's already dead. And those guys zip around in the most irritating way. Oh, is there another guy? Hiding back here. Alright, see? Killed one guy on foot, it counts. Let's get us an Asari scientist. That was a better thingamajig. Yeah. Go. And as I've pointed out a couple times, I learn lessons the hard way. But we'll remember it for this time.
Formed around the ruin after it was built.
It was unnecessary. Maybe there's something blocking this one. Yeah, it's hitting solid stuff. Okay, so we did have to build the second elevator. I was just thinking to myself, we could have had one elevator going the whole way down. But I suppose not.
stupid, Liara. Humans do not come here. You're hallucinating. And talking to yourself. Oh, goddess. I am going to die here.
That might be the extent of it, but essentially, that is the, you left her too long and now she thinks she's crazy. And I'm gonna be mean about it, I guess.
We're here to save your sorry ass, so snap out of it.
You're rude for a hallucination. My subconscious must want to punish me for being this stupid.
Alright, I was rude and now I'm nice.
My name is Shepard. The Office of Special Tactics and Recon sent me.
A specter? That's good. What else would I conjure up? A protector figure, yes. Perfect. Comforting. Well, I'll play along. As you can see, I am trapped here. If you're as real as you claim, find a way to get me out.
And we're gonna be mean again, because that's 1, which makes this 4.
There's some kind of repulsion field in the way.
Alright, we're just taking the
It's
opposite.
a
Not necessarily
Prothean
mean.
barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. But when I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Alright, are we gonna be mean again? Yes, we are. Sorry, Liara.
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I know how it works. I've studied it. Ugh. Calm down, Liara. You're yelling at a figment of your imagination. Listen, if you're real, find some way past the barrier curtain. Find some way to deal with the Geth. Then use the control panel to release me. If you're not real, leave me alone. I'm tired of talking to myself.
Poor Liara. Been left here for a hot minute. Thinking she's crazy.
Cameras online.
We'll deal with that in a second.
Area secured.
Realistically, I should probably start skipping these, but I keep saying that and I keep not doing it. There we go, killed all the Geth. Now let's deal with this guy. Which I'm pretty sure is just a blind Simon Says situation. There we go. Use a mining laser to mine. That works. Then thankfully, the infinite drop that is this Prothean ruin has a functioning elevator. I was triple checking. I couldn't save because there's a Krogan warlord who likes to be a douche.
Now I am hallucinating that you were inside the tower. I must be getting worse. Earlier, I even imagined I heard thunder.
Just thinking she's crazy. Alright, see, now I'm being nice.
We used the mining laser to bore through.
You bored through? You're real, aren't you? By the goddess, you're real! I'm sorry. I thought you were a hallucination. I thought I was going mad. Please get me out of here before more Geth show up.
I feel like you're standing to me. I've left you there for a long time. You should be having trouble standing.
How we get out of this place? There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on. I still cannot
I guess
believe all
Saren
this.
probably
Why would the guest
still
come after
wants
me?
her, but
Do you think Benezia
Benezia wouldn't have sent a warlord at
Saren's
this point.
looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, you barely bothered to put the audio
These
in.
ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Alright.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away.
I'm
ETA
looking
8
at my
minutes.
lab. I'm not sure you guys can see what number I've been
He needs
generating
to
the
move
entire
faster.
time.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Very green for a Grogan. Take a second to adjust my layout. Because you guys, I don't believe can see what number I've been generating. Come on now. Why will you not let me adjust the size? It's rude. Okay, well, what if I just do it this manual way? Here we go. Let's filter that in. Hey, okay. So now I will go to my generator and generate a response. It's still 1, but you can actually see that now. Oh, now I need to go back to game.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
No, no, I won't go with them.
I'm still being nice. I was so mean to Liara. I'm real nice to this guy.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants.
I mean, he doesn't. I
Kill
mean,
him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
what do we got? Sabotage, and we'll overload, and we'll stasis. Fuck that dude in particular. Okay, I got you. In fact, you've been doing some good work on the gap. Just this one left. Nailed it.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Yes, but I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Option unknown.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
You sure look good for your age. I mean, you don't look that old.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Well, have I got some news for you.
They were wiped out by the Reapers, a race of sentient machines.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Not to mention your little run-in with Sovereign. I'd call that definitive proof.
And then there's the cipher. I'm not sure what that other Asari did to you, but she did something.
Sovereign. The cipher. A Prothean beacon. I'm sorry, this is all a bit overwhelming. I need a moment to collect myself. I have spent most of my adult life investigating the Prothean extinction. Decades of intense academic study and field research. And for what? I never thought it would end like this. You show up and tell me all the answers just fell into your lap. It isn't fair. All those years wasted.
For real. There's also some new dialogue for me. And I am just not being nice.
There's a rogue Spectre out there looking to destroy the galaxy, so quit whining and help me stop him or I'll drop your ass back in that volcano.
I am sorry, Commander. I don't know what came over me. You are right,
I mean, you
of
could
course.
legitimately agree with this. I was just being mean.
That is all that really matters.
Sorry,
You
Liara.
said you have visions from the beacon. Let me join my consciousness to yours. Maybe my knowledge of the Protheans can help clarify this vision.
Boom. 3 again. We're just being mean to
Make
everybody.
it fast. Time's a wasting.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos!
Ilos? Never heard of it.
It's a very
I'm not
efficient
surprised.
run through. I mean,
Ilos
given
is
that they
in a
are a
region of
Sith,
space
but
accessible only through
normally
the
you
Mu
embrace
Relay.
eternity 2-3
But the
times
Mu
before we get
Relay
to
was
this point.
lost thousands of years ago. Nobody knows where it is.
If nobody's ever been there, how did you recognize Ilos from my visions?
I recognized some of the landmarks from the photos and vids I had seen during my research. I know of Ilos, I just don't know where it is.
I have the coordinates for the Mu relay.
You do? But how? Never mind. If you take us to the Mu relay, I can give the vectors to take us to Ilos.
The relay's in the Terminus systems. They're not fond of Alliance ships over there, or Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren will have his whole fleet in orbit around Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. They will assemble a fleet to accompany you. Together you can... Oh... I am feeling a little faint all of a sudden.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
Since
It
the
is
beginning of the
probably
game,
just
at least.
mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Interesting. Didn't trigger a talk to the council situation. Alright. Well, I'm going to do the rounds and talk to all the people because we did a major plot mission. See what they have to say.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
That figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I have talked to you to death about all those things, so
I have to go.
nothing.
Alright, see ya.
Just wanted to hear the line about give you a medal. Guess it's just Caden and Liara on this particular floor nowadays.
Anything you need, Commander?
Let's find out. Nope.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I do not need your input, Caden. Let's talk to Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I just want to talk.
Of course. I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I am just determined to be mean to most of my
I
crew.
had to save you. You can help me stop Saren.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
All right.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
We have
It
just
means
met
a lot
this
to
woman.
hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
All right, we want to talk about her. Nope, we want to investigate. Left is one. Nope. Accidentally backed out. Investigate. You've chosen to investigate, so we're ignoring the return option. Benezia.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
So we're not saying goodbye. Well, investigating just leaves culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel.
We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors, you say? Tell me about them.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper
Just in
term.
case anyone wanted
Not
a
as you
refresher on
understand it.
alien sex education, we're getting it
Physical
today.
contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
I don't know if there's anything left on investigate. There is not. So we are just going to roll 2 to see if we follow up or if we say goodbye. We say goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Just out of curiosity, because we missed most of the game to be able to
I get
talk.
the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
And that's the same. Is there
Tell me
anything
about yourself,
here?
Liara.
Me?
Oh, well, I
am
should have.
afraid
I
I'm
should
not
have
very
rolled for
interesting,
that. But
Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing
just
mundane
trying to
items
determine if
buried
there
in
was more
long-forgotten
conversation
Prothean ruins.
because we have missed most of our chances. But turns out there is. So, all right, we were mean, and now we're gonna maybe get flirty.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
2.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal
Nerd.
for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
All right. Let's see what road we go down. We say don't.
I'm not some artifact you can take back to your lab, Doctor.
I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with
We just shut
computers
down all
and
for
data disks. I am not very good with people.
Commander Shepard is in
I
this
let my
instance
professional curiosity get the better of me.
is just not
Please forgive
about
me.
personal connections.
Let us talk about something else.
I want to say this is nothing, so we'll
I
goodbye,
should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
and we're gonna talk again.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
And that is a new prompt, so we will see if we're just gonna walk away. We are not gonna walk away. We're gonna say this.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want
Oh,
to talk
well,
about?
that's nothing. So we are actually.
should go.
I just wanted to talk and tell you that
Goodbye,
I should go. Come down here and handle the shopping
Looking for supplies?
quickly.
Let's see what you
You
got.
bet, Commander.
Yeah, that's all. It's all crap. Oh, and I could sell, but I'm at maximum money, it looks like. I'm gonna scroll through here until I get to something cheap and just make sure, because that's basically effectively 10 million. Because you end up with a lot of nonsense in this game. Here. Yeah, we got nothing from that. Okay, let's mark these as red because that's going to drive me insane. And let's real quick. Deal with some menu sounds as I just empty a bunch of crap by turning it to Omnigel. I accidentally did that. This will get us. Keep accidentally clicking A because it is not. Okay, I can mark it all as junk. This might be a safer way of doing it. And convert all the junk. There we go. Even if I miss one or two, this method, then I can just by hand do the last one. And this is mostly to make sure that as I'm picking up other junk, I don't run out of space. There we go. Doing a little inventory cleanup. Now let's talk to the peoples.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
Is there anything left to talk about? No, this is the
I don't
normal
have
stuff.
time for this.
Oh. Goodbye, Commander.
Like, I feel, I mean, you're making me feel guilty about it with that response, but that's, we ran out of things to talk about.
We got Saren on the run.
Now, let's see, there's a chance I could finally tell him about his armor. As is tradition. We see option 1, 2, and then 3.
Nothing.
And I should go.
Suit yourself.
Sorry, Rex. I'm actually going to keep this armor, I guess. Anything
Checking
new?
up on me, Shepard? Don't worry, I'm still here. But as soon as we stop Saren, I'm gone. My pilgrimage can't wait forever.
I forgot I shut you down because the game just wants me to be mean to all of my friends. Okay, we hit a major plot point. What there is next to do is there's still a handful of side quests we might get RNG'd into, but otherwise we're going to the Citadel, getting told that we're not allowed to take a fleet into the terminus systems, and then we go anyway, and we end the game. So, rather than, I mean, I guess I could roll and see if I get a side quest, but I think I'm just gonna wrap it up a little early today, and we will start looking for the next time when we can presumably finish this game, because there's not a ton left to do. In the meantime, whoever's here with us, I'm going to go raid Fogley, because she was nice enough to lurk while she was doing her own stream. So let me pull up my raid commands somewhere. There you are. If I can spell, because apparently I'm struggling with that. There we go. So we'll say hi to Fogley, and everyone, thanks for stopping by, and have a great rest of your weekend, holiday weekend.